Welcome back to Mystical Heart Tarot Readings. This is a special edition of Message from Spirit. It is a general reading for the collective, so it may or may not resonate. This is going to take a look at what we might need to work on as far as our shadow side. So we're going to pull an oracle card first. I do this a little backwards compared to the other one. That one wants to come out, so we'll see what we got here. Addiction, compulsive need despite negative consequences. Get support in therapy. Healing, liberation, and support. And it doesn't have to be substances. This, even though it would possibly appear to be that way on this card, it's not necessarily that. There's gambling addictions, there is food addictions, there is all types of addictions. And with addictions, I'm going to also make the disclaimer up front. If that is an issue, I would strongly recommend professional help for whatever it is. If there is an addiction issue that needs to be dealt with, you may need to seek professional help. All right, let's see what we get here. So, what do we have here? We have several court cards here. We have the voice of authority. Speaking up. Putting words into action. Maybe confronting others that have a problem here. Perhaps we have, with the Knight of Cups in this particular deck, he appears to be standing in rough water where there's cups that are laying down here. And this is telling me that although he may be trying to be charming and be determined to get across that water, he's coming up against a wall over here that he may find difficult to climb. And that in turn may destroy the way that he feels. Also, not only destroying the way that he feels, but destroying dreams. And then we have the Six of Wands. And normally I would say, yes, that's feeling like we're victorious. We're overcoming the obstacles that is hurting our feelings, that's destroying our feelings. But in reality, this particular Six of Wands, although they may be victorious, they're coming up on a brick wall as well. Finding it hard to love someone because they have a problem. This could represent a voice of authority that how do I want to put it? Has that ability to take away your freedom by putting you, place with other people, depending on what the addiction is. We're looking at an addiction. So, substances, we could have somebody that is in some sort of judicial power. Now, other addictions, such as, let's say, take an eating addiction problem, then you wouldn't have somebody in a. Well, I guess you could if you have some sort of problem. Family could intervene depending on the situation. Let's see what else we have here. The Six of Pentacles. So, whatever it is, it could be costly. Here we have somebody that appears to be begging for help. Somebody in need of help, begging for help. And being turned down for whatever reason, being turned down. It could be due to limited finances. Possibly. If that's a problem. Or there's other things besides finances that could be limited. So, what are we looking at here? Somebody that has a problem despite being negative to someone that has an addiction problem, negative consequences, such as an example would be law enforcement getting involved with somebody that has a substance abuse problem, maybe because they're out there driving, for instance. And a negative consequence naturally is to be locked up. I mean, we may look at it as a positive consequence, but is it? Is that going to make someone stop doing what they're doing? Probably not. What they really need is support and therapy. So, healing, liberation, and support, regardless of whatever this addiction is here that we're seeing on the board, I feel it could be, I mean, there can be legal consequences, negative consequences for an eating disorder, and that is an addiction. There is negative consequences to that. There can be an attempt at intervention for such a thing, and it doesn't always work. So, the main thing is, like I said before I even started this reading and I seen what this card was about, is that if you do have some sort of an issue, you really need to get support and therapy, whatever type of therapy is necessary for whatever the issue is, so that you can begin the healing process. This is a hard topic to talk about because it depends on what the addiction issue is. As I said, there's not just substances. There's gambling. Gambling, yes, it can lead to, all addictions can lead to some sort of judicial intervention. That would be a negative consequence because it would be embarrassing. It would be not a whole lot of fun. So, the best thing for anybody that does have an addiction, aside from doing shadow work, finding out why you have that addiction to begin with, strongly, strongly, strongly recommend therapy. Highly recommend therapy. And with that said, I send much love and many blessings to everybody. If you are battling a problem, please seek the proper help. I'll see you back next time. Have a wonderful day.